So when I removed my bag from there, he was like, that now gave him like more access, and that was when I realized that what he was trying to do was to touch my ass firstly. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tolu Alax. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in, and if you are not new, thank you for coming back. Please make sure you give this video a huge thumbs up, click on the subscribe button and the bell so that you get notified anytime I post a video. And it's an interactive channel, so put in as many comments as possible. I'm going to be replying to each and every one of them. On a normal day, I would not make this video because it's quite embarrassing to say, let's put it that way. But since, well, with what's going on right now, like, girls are making their voice heard, so I decided to just talk on it. So today is going to be a story time, and it's going to be very short. This story is my story actually, about how I got harassed in public transport. Before I start this video, I really sincerely feel that there is no such thing as being a rape apologist. If you are either a rapist or not, if you are a rape apologist, you are a rapist, because I see no reason why you should be apologizing on behalf of people that did something. The only excuse that you have for being a rapist or a rape apologist is either you've been to the psychiatric hospital several times and you can't control like your brain, like you are mad, like that's exactly what I'm trying to say, or you just have no excuse. That's just what I'm going to say. So yes, let's go straight into the video. So start with, I was on my school uniform. I was in Queen's College and I was on my, like, it was very obvious that it was a federal school uniform. It's not as if it's any posh school like that. So the person obviously knew I was a student because I was carrying my bag. I was coming back from school. I had gotten home, like, to my mom's shop first. I went there, I greeted her and stuff, and then she was like, okay, I can go back home. And I went and I was on my way home, and I entered inside the bus. Just from Ikorodu garage to my house, that was all. Like, I already went from school to the shop just from Ikorodu garage to my house. That's where the story happened. So I entered inside the bus, and to start with, it was so scary entering the bus. I wouldn't have entered if not for the fact that, like, there was no bus. If there was bus, like there were many buses, I wouldn't have entered, because literally everybody in that bus was a guy. It was just me and one other woman that was like female. So I just entered because, like, I was just so tired and my bag was heavy. I entered and I went to the back seat. I sat at the extreme end at this side. I think you guys know those type of buses. So I was sitting there, and then the car started moving, and by the time I entered, like when the bus was full, that was when I now realized that it was actually just me and the other woman that were like the only female in the bus. But what can I do? So I looked around, and I saw that there were like some adults in the bus, like adults, male. So I just assumed that, okay, I think I'm safe. That was what I assumed, that I think I'm safe because there are adults in the bus. So I was there, and then there was this guy beside me, and this guy was wearing I think FSTC, something like that. But obviously the uniform was wearing was like all this black and white. You know that he's either in secondary school or in a technical college, but yeah, he obviously looks like FSTC or something uniform. I'm not really good at those. So yeah, he was beside me. He was also carrying a school bag, for you to know that he's also coming from school. And we're there, and the bus was moving, and we already got, I think, halfway of the journey. And then this guy, because he was sitting on my left hand side, and then because the bus was so not very comfortable, sincerely speaking, like everywhere was so tight and we all just had to manage. I was at the extreme end, and then he took his hand over the back and just put it beside me. So I just looked at it, that I was trying to be considerate because the bus was not comfortable for anybody, and I just left him, like, let's just keep on going. And then my bag was at this side, so like I felt like something was choking my bag. Let's put it that way. Like something was pressing my bag, and the first thing that came to my mind was that, okay, probably that I knew he was doing something at that moment, obviously, because he didn't look so innocent. But I just assumed that probably he was trying to take something from my bag. So I was scared that he was trying to steal something. No, I didn't, like, no other thing came to my head. So I removed my bag from there. Like, little did I know that I was not using scent at that point in time. So when I removed my bag from there, he was like, that now gave him like more access, and that was when I realized that what he was trying to do was to touch my ass firstly. So like, it was just I was still sitting there. I just assumed that, okay, let me not just misjudge this guy, we can't tell what exactly happened. And then he just kept doing it, and then it got so annoying because I was now sitting down when he was I was trying to like use my hand to remove oh, if I had known. I was trying to use my hand to like remove his hand, like, let this guy free me, let this guy leave me alone, but he wasn't even. And then at some point I really got very angry because it was so uncomfortable and it was so irritating. And I turned and I looked at him and I gave him this look like, guy, what are you doing? And then he just looked at me and he was smiling, and I was wondering like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? But it was all cool. And then he kept doing it and I was telling him to stop, and then at some point it got very annoying, and I told him, please remove your hand, you are discomforting me. And he was like, oh, I'm so very sorry. You know how they do, like, they'll just, when you just like accuse them, they'll just act so innocent. And then he was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. And he removed his hand from that side and put his hand directly beside himself, which was still beside me. But I was like, okay, I think I've, in my opinion, I had made my voice heard enough. So he just put his hand at this side, and then the bus was still going. And then I now started feeling the same thing from this side. Like, that was the exact point that I knew that, okay, this guy, he's very stupid, let's put it that way. And he was now like, the same thing he was doing here, he was now doing at this side, and it got so freaking annoying. Like, I was like, in my mind, I was just like, guy, what are you doing? Stop it. And I now turned again, I now looked at him. I looked at him like this. Like, that was when I actually eyed him. Like, he actually knew that I knew what he was doing. And it wasn't like, oh, what happened to you? Why are you looking at me like that? Did I offend you? Oh my goodness. But the main scary part of everything was that I really couldn't talk at that moment, because I was literally like the only girl or the only second girl or whatever the case may be. So it was so very annoying. But I had to like keep up with this guy till we got to the bus stop, because I was just so scared of talking. Like, what if I talk and then all the other guys in the bus are friends with him? It was just so annoying. So yeah, like 3 bus stops before we got to our final destination, I was already telling them, oh wow, oh Mbole, because I was just so annoyed. And even when I stood up 3 bus, because I was so uncomfortable, like, I kept moving forward, I kept standing up, and when I stood up, he now like gained more access. It was just so annoying. 3 bus stops away, I was telling them that they should stop, and they were like, we've not gotten there. And I'm like, just be fast, like, just move this bus fast, because it was very irritating. When I now finally got to my bus stop, I got down, and by the time I got down, I just looked inside the bus, because I was so angry. Like, I've never been so angry. And I just looked at this guy, and then he was now smiling. In my mind, I was like, wow, that was very funny, keep it up. When I now got to the bus stop, there was like a family friend of mine there. So she was not like, she literally said that I was really angry, and then she was like, what happened to you? And I was not like, I now explained the whole story to her, and then she now said, I made a mistake. If I had known, I should have like pinched him. Like, I should have really pinched him. Like, when he said, I should have just really, that he would just keep quiet, because he knows that he can't speak out. I will obviously talk. That I know that I could not slap him, because like all the other people in the bus were guys, but I should have pinched him really hard, so that he would know that what he did was wrong. But yeah, that was what happened, and it was so very annoying. And I know that I'm not the only girl. There are millions of girls out there that have experienced stuff like this, and some people haven't taken it as a normal thing, because it's, even in public, these people, they don't have fear of God, they don't have fear of man, they don't have fear of anything. But yeah, so like, there's this whole campaign right now, say no to rape, and I am fully in support of it, because it's just absolute bullshit, sincerely speaking. But yeah, if you're any girl out there, I think if you were in my position, you definitely wouldn't have known what to do, because you'd have been as scared as I was. But there are little things you can do. You can get a pepper spray. Like, I even saw a DIY recipe, and I'm definitely going to try it. You can get a pepper spray, you can get a pocket knife, you can even get your nails long, so that you can, like, if you cannot do anything else, you can pinch. Like, you need to like just equip yourself. As we're coming out of this lockdown, there are a lot of mad guys out there that are starving, if you get what I mean. Like, they are starving. So just get yourself ready to like to fight back, because we're not going to take this bullshit from these people. You guys are not the only ones that have hormonal problems. They're not the only ones that go through this whole teenage puberty stuff. We go through it and we learn to control ourselves, so you have no excuse. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and share it so that every girl out there can literally like watch this video, feel what I felt, and know what to do. So yeah, share and don't forget to click on the subscribe button. Bye for now. See you in my next video.